Hi, I'm Larry, teaching artist from LACMA, and today I'm going to share with you some tips that I learned about making flipbooks to make your drawings come to life. I'm sure most of you have tried them yourself, or you've definitely seen them, but show you this in the studio a little bit more when we go over there, but it's the creation of movement through an illusion. Our eyes can only take in if individual pictures pass through our vision at faster than 1/10 of a second. Our mind blurs it into one thing, the sense of moving pictures, even though it's separate drawings. So this artist 150 years ago, his name's Edward Muybridge, fascinating guy. I watched this documentary, The Weird World of Edward Muybridge, on YouTube the other night. And this guy 150 years ago, he figured out a way to take photographs. There's a picture of him. But he set up a bunch of cameras, different cameras, and photographed things in motion. So each one of these photographs of the rider on the horse was actually taken by a different camera that were all lined up as the horse and rider rode by. And then he transfers these photographs onto the edge of a disc and put them into this weird thing that he invented called a zoopraxiscope, which is before even the invention of the movie camera. And then light was projected through this round instrument that he made, and when the images were projected on the wall, it looked like moving pictures. So we're gonna jump over to the studio and create that same sense of magic using simple drawings in a flipbook. So see you over there. So first things first, gonna gather our art supplies. It's pretty simple. All you need is some pencils with erasers to draw your images on you can either use little 3x5 plain index cards. Make sure you get the plain kind without lines all over it, plain. And then if you don't want to use the cards are kind of like this. A little bit easier to flip through because they're thicker paper, but you can also get these sticky pads. Both of these I just got at the 99-cent store, but the sticky pads are already stuck on one edge. So you don't even really need a clip on this one. I've got one, but and then the binder clip, it's nice to have that kind of big binder clip like this in case you do want to do the notepad. And then also I've got some colored pencils and crayons in case you want to add some color to your art. So round up your art supplies and take a look at this list. I'll put the pause sign here and you can pause until we're ready to start again. Now, to make a flipbook using the cards, the index cards, I like to number them before I even get started, just in case I kind of mess up. So I see I've numbered them on the lower left corner. The clip will be there on the left. So let me show you what this one looks like so far. I'm going to draw a few more on this one to show you kind of the process of making it look animated. See, I end with happy summer. So I'm going to take the rest of that top part off and I'm going to add to this. So to be able to trace the next one, the cards are a little bit thicker than regular paper. So I actually have created kind of a light box by using a ring light with a piece of plexiglass on top. Don't use regular glass because it might break. But that's just sort of, I kind of have a light box. If you can't do this, you can also use a window. The easiest way probably is to just tape your cards or hold your cards up to a window so you can see through. See, this is kind of tricky. You can't really see. I'll zoom in a little bit more. See how you can see happy summer? And then I'm going to just get rid of everything but the S. So the next image will just be the S. So I'm going to trace the S. And then I'm going to do about 15 more quick drawings where the S is just going to turn into a line and then run away. So there's the S. See, I've already numbered the new sequence. There's 1, adding 2. Now, every time you add another drawing, you want to keep pretty much what you had, but change it a little bit. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start straightening the S out a little bit, so that it's not quite as curvy. And maybe I'm going to start making it a little bit skinnier. That's the second drawing. There's the third. Okay, now I have stacked them, put them back together. I'm adding those new drawings to what I already had. Make sure it's all tapped together nice and neat. And I'm gonna put the clip on it. See what we got. See, the line runs off the page. So that's kind of the idea with that. I also want to show you real briefly with the sticky pad ones, it kind of helps if you start with the very last image. I'll show you this one. But I did the drawings from the end to the front because that way I could trace each one going toward the front. Because if you start at the beginning and then you try to trace the next one, you don't know, it's better to go the other way around. So I started from the back and drew forward. So let me show you what I got. So I hope what we did today will inspire you to start making your own really cool flip books. I just wanted to close with showing you one other way that sometimes I do animated related stuff. If you are able to download that app onto your phone or your device, Google Photos, and put your photos on there, you can do some really cool things. You can go to, open it up and it'll say down in the lower right for you, and then go to the upper right and go to animation, the little purple icon that says animation. Then you can stack your photos. You just pick some of your photos where it says create animation, pick some out, and it'll automatically create sort of an animated effect that looks something like that. I took all these pictures of plants in my neighborhood that are kind of round, and that's what I got. And here's similar to what we were doing today, using drawings, but instead of a flip book, I just took pictures of them in process and then stacked them into animation mode on Google Photo. And I'll close with this one. My friend Gwen was making this collage holiday card, and I just took pictures while she was working on the collage, cutting and gluing and moving shapes around. And then I stacked it up on Google Animation, and it looks like that. So, hope you can explore other opportunities to make things move. See you later, alligators.